Hey Taurus, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is your general reading for the second half of January. The general readings, just take what resonates, leave the rest for others. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do offer them below in the description box. You can find my email address to get in touch and set that up. Thank you so much in advance everybody for hitting the like, share, subscribe. There's also the hype button, which I love. Really does help the channel to grow. I was mentioning this to some of the other signs that I really want to put a lot more emphasis on the channel and growing the channel, putting more of my energy into it. So all those little things that you guys do to support it help me. Okay, thanks. Let's see. Taurus, what are the messages for Taurus, second half of January? What is going on with Taurus? The messages for Taurus. Magician. Amazing. Seven of Swords. Okay, I don't like that combination. Just one sec, Taurus. I just had paper on the side. I should have cleaned that up before. The Magician with the Seven of Swords, I don't like that energy combo because it is a little bit of a trickster, manipulator, deceitful energy. Now we'll see what that's about. Why did the Seven of Swords come out? It's almost like somebody tainted someone's plans or something, you know? Feels like this. The Nine of Swords. It's like somebody's come in or somebody is adding stress to your plan, to your manifestation, to the things you want to do. There could have been some manipulation, but it feels a little bit spiteful, creating stress, you know, messing up someone's plan of action. Why would this be here? What is the healing, or why would that be the case with this Seven and Nine of Swords? What's going on? The Knight of Swords, because they want to get a reaction out of you. Okay. So Taurus, there's an energy here that there could have been somebody in your life that was trying to get a reaction out of you, trying to get you to, you know, do something out of haste or do something to lash back or whatever. So why the Magician? Why the Magician? To make you struggle. So, Taurus, the focus is for you right now. The focus is to be put on you so that you don't get distracted by negativity, by head games, by manipulation, by trickster energy, to not react to something that's going to cost you in the end. This is something that you are going through, the changes in your life that are meant for you to take control of, to take charge of. And it's getting a little bit more into your self-mastery to, you know, let's say you're trying to dig yourself out of, because you've got Five of Pentacles. So this could be, again, to leave you out in the cold kind of thing, to mess up your plan. But to, let's say you're going through some financial struggles, let's just say. And the Magician is like you trying to create resource, find ways to make money, find ways out of your pinchy time, find solutions, you know, create things, ideas, whatever that is. And somebody in your life is, you know, setting something up to pull you away, to distract you from that, to cost you money, to do something at your expense. Well, you're not going to get ahead or stay focused on your path. So take your Knight of Swords action and pursue it towards, keep putting it back to your path. Don't get reactive and pull you away from your, you know, it's like entertaining a scam phone call. Don't even pick it up. I just picked one up today. That's why I'm using that example. I just picked one up today. But I knew it was, but sometimes I like to just see what they have to say. But steer away from that because it distracts you from where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be focusing on, what you're doing in life, how you're getting yourself through the changes that are meant for your growth and well-being, to help you to create the life, the path, the job, the relationship, whatever it is that you want. What's the healing advice for Taurus through this particular situation? Knight of Cups. Okay, so accept offers of a loving nature. Accept people who love what you're doing, who love who you are, who love, trying to help you, who want to express things of love and not things of distraction. Okay? One more sec, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. There's a scammers are calling me right now again. Funny enough. Okay. So that's your healing advice, is to respond with love, to respond in a loving manner, but also to receive and to focus on the things and people that come into your life from a place of emotional support, that want to show up emotionally, that are there to be there with you. The Hangman. Okay. So some of you are getting out of a little bit of a stuck energy in some sense. That's you, Taurus. Okay. The Hierophant. Believe in yourself at this time, Taurus, as well. Because I also wonder, now that I look back, the Magician with the 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, is somebody who doesn't truly or 100% or fully believe in their capacity to create, in their talents, their skills, their abilities, what they show up to the table with. So you may have to put a little bit of a different perspective on your life, on yourself, on the situations that you're looking at. Do you believe in them? Do you believe in yourself? Where do you feel that you're not believing in yourself? What area of your life are you looking in the mirror and saying, I don't believe I can do that, or I don't believe I'm this or worth of that? So there's something here that is saying, maybe take a bit more of that faith-filled or spiritual approach, perspective. Stop looking in it as a, three-dimensional, shallower approach to things that take us away from that, your true essence, Taurus, the Hierophant. This is like as above, so below, right? So the universe is all within you. What's out there is within you already. Being complete or being incomplete. Being a magician or being in the 5 of Pentacles. Guess what? As above, so below. You guys can create too. The people that feel less than or don't have enough, they have abilities to create solutions. They have abilities to create answers, to find different ways of doing things, to think, but it might have to change in their thinking. There's so many examples of people who are sorry, my chair is stuck, who come from, say, a homeless situation and make a life of themselves, for themselves and for others. I know of many personally. So there's something here where I'm going to clarify this, because it's asking you to take a different perspective, and it might be a little bit of a higher perspective, a spiritual perspective. Be really cool if the High Priestess came out. Let's just take a look here. Clarify this Hangman energy for Taurus. You can't be left the world. So this is all about this new beginning for you, these ends of cycles and success, victory, completing things when you start them. You could be doing things and then you let them hang for a while and they're not fully cycled through here. So this Hangman energy has to have a different approach. It's almost like something that is keeping you stuck or keeping you held back or slowing you down, Taurus, is now time to wrap up and change your perspective or change your approach. Don't let this is behind him, behind the Hierophant, the Taurus. What does Taurus need out of this card itself for them, the Hierophant? What does Taurus need to help them on that, or clarity around this? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Take your time. You know, not everything is going to come overnight. There are things that might be a little bit slow for you. And I think that's where the Hangman is also there. It's just saying that it's not going to change overnight, whether that's letting go of stuck things or hoping for change coming forward. Okay, so things may be a little bit slower for you. And that's where I was saying, if you're being surrounded by something that is pulling your attention, your energy, you know, taking you away or making you react, it's going to only slow you down more. You've got Gemini and Taurus at the moment. Okay, what else? Page of Swords and the Hermit. There could be somebody here who is got a bit of an eye on you, or there could be a bit of a watchful eye here that you don't see. What I want to say is, like, it feels like, how can I put this? I don't know why I'm getting this, but some of you might be in a surveillance situation. This is gonna be very, very specific, okay? So let's say you're, I don't know, maybe on insurance or something. You might be surveillanced. You might be, you know, somebody might be following you or something of that nature. Not trying to weird you out or freak you out. That's just for somebody that might say, if you're feeling like, maybe it's a person in your life. It could be someone that's just like looking at, like, following you in ways, maybe through social media, because online, Page of Swords. But I also want to say that there's more of a deeper meaning here as well. One sec. This Hermit is you going into a reflective, contemplative state about where you're going. And I feel like it's kind of saying for you to start the conversation with yourself, but also maybe that surveillance is about you on your life, Taurus, to keep an eye on the things that you're doing. Are you following up with the things that you've contemplated and said you would? You know, it's like if I'm on a diet to stop eating sugar, am I keeping an eye on myself? Am I surveillancing what I'm eating or what I'm buying at the store, or am I following through with what I set out to do? So there's a thing here about maybe a little because you have this interruption in your, like, the manifesting process, the change process, the things that you're creating and doing in your life. And I feel like there's something here about, are you following up with yourself? Are you following up with things? Are you starting projects and taking them to completion? The ones that mean something to you? Or are they left hanging? Because you could be a little bit of abandoning or letting go or just vanishing off of something. Let me see. Why did the Hermit come out? Why is the Hermit here? The Death card. The transformation, the ending of something. Are you seeing something to the end? As I said, are you seeing it to completion? You have it twice, the World as well. So are you seeing things here to completion in your life that you've started? Are you starting things and not finishing through? You know, this could be on any level in your life. It's like the death and rebirth. The death and rebirth, a cycle that starts and ends. But does it come to it, like the final death? Does it come to an end? Is there anything else? There is that contemplation energy for you, Taurus, about the changes that need to be made. And that's where I was saying, like, surveillancing, I'm using a weird word, but reviewing or monitoring maybe might be better, of the things that you're doing. is the transformation taking place, right? If I say I'm going to stop eating sugar to lose weight, then if I'm not doing that, then I'm not going to see that transformational change. I'm not going to see the difference. So I'm starting something, but I'm not following through with it. And so it never has an end or a start kind of thing. We're just saying it. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes that might happen because we haven't given it enough thought or enough contemplation, right? I want to write a book. Okay, well, that's easy to say, but like, I need to figure out like how I'm going to publish it, who's going to be my editor, how do I even start the process, where do I begin, is there a program, like, do you know what I mean? So it's like the things that are important to you in life, where you want growth, change, transformation, you're going through it, but there's some accountability. That's the word. Responsibility, accountability, self-accountable. Okay? Because that's the same with the Five of Pentacles with the Magician. It's with the Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords. Somebody who stresses themselves out of a situation to do something about it. Doesn't believe in themselves. It's self-doubt, self-deprivating, or that kind of thing, that like not believing that you're able to do change. It's like that saying, nothing changes when nothing changes. Okay, hangman the world, like something's got to finish it here. You can't just fly away and think your problems dissolve somewhere else, with that world card. The reason I'm saying that is the world card. It's traveling. Things still come with it. The hangman. We still carry our baggage with us. The moon. There's your emotions, your intuitions, your fears, the unknown. What's the moon about? There's secrets to this. What's going on with the moon? The Ten of Pentacles. So there's a lot of abundance here that's unknown to you, or something of like, I got to figure this out for you. You've got a lot of opportunity, a lot of abundance, a lot of wealth. The moon comes out of nowhere, or it's a secret of sorts. There's intuition in that card. Why is the moon here? Around money, around this. What is this about? Well, another Ace of Pentacles. What is this? The moon. It's your intuition around something, but it's almost like you're keeping... Some of you might be hiding. There could be something here around hiding money, or secretly not revealing an opportunity to you as of yet. There could be something in life, or it's like a revealing of wealth. What is this? Clarify, please. What's going on with the moon? The Two of Cups. Okay. This is about a relationship. It's interesting because we've got two wealthy cards and two people. It's like both people, to me, in this Two of Cups, come with abundance. There's an ace on one side, a Ten of Pentacles on the other. I'm getting this thing like money can't buy you love. Yes, the moon does. The emotions connect love. Our fears, our insecurities, our truths, revealing who we are is what creates the bond. Not the material wealth, not the abundance, not the money. Sure, those are helpful and necessary in life, but I did hear like money cannot buy you, money doesn't buy love, money can't buy you love. Love comes from being your vulnerable self, revealing your secrets, revealing who you truly are, expressing your intuition, expressing your emotion. That's the wealth in a connection of Two of Cups, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of people would even agree with that. What's wealthy to you in a relationship here, Taurus, because you guys are the sign of wealth and abundance and work and money, and you like the nice things in life. But that's not everything in a relationship. Those are extra experiences. What is valuable to you, Taurus, when it comes to a loving connection and partnership? Is it the emotions of the person, the depth? How deep are you going in love here? Or are you staying on a surface materialistic level? I'm going to ask about this for you because that's what this is digging out. The Two of Cups was the explanation of it all. Why is this here for Taurus? What is the deeper meaning? Why is this energy here for Taurus? What's the deeper meaning for them? To teach you about your, again, Nine of Pentacles, the person that's good on their own, making their money, maybe hoarding a bit, standing in your confidence. So there's also the Hermit. You are better here enjoying the labors of your life. You are better off here, Taurus, enjoying the finer things in life on your own if you are miserable in a situation that is not deep enough for you, not connected enough for you, not healthy enough for you, not intuitive enough for you, not revealing enough to you. Is it worth it to you? Is it worth it to you? You don't need somebody to feel abundant. You don't need somebody to feel rich, to feel enriched and wealthy. This is the importance from starting the secrets within yourself, the emotions within yourself, the healing that you're doing, how transparent you are with yourself. Some people do live in a way where they just think money can buy them through things. They'll pay people off, they'll take shortcuts, they'll buy their way through things, not wanting to do the work. Okay, and that works great in a convenient manner. You know, I don't do the renovations I did in my house. I'm not doing that, man. Money buys me that. You rip out my kitchen and lay all those tiles. Knock yourself out. I'll give you the money. But that doesn't work in a relationship. So that's the thing here, Taurus, for you, because the moon is all about the emotional connection to the Two of Cups. Okay. Money and abundance and wealth and independence and being good on your own work wonderfully in life. Abundance is great. It allows you to experience, it allows you to share, it allows you to help, it allows you to enjoy good things. But that's not going to work if you're in a connection that is filled with fear or hidden secrets or whatever these are. Okay? So you have to decide on that, what is valuable to you in life. And when it comes to a person in your life, what is it that's worth $1 million in a person? What does a successful, enriched person look like to you besides their bank account? That's where the Two of Cups, where everybody really does have a lot of wealth within them. Everybody has something to offer. Everybody has a story. Everybody has something that can enrich another person's life. Is it the match for you? Maybe not, but it doesn't mean that either of you are broke spiritually, emotionally, relationship-wise, or rich. Because what one person wants, another person doesn't. What one person finds attractive doesn't attract somebody else. It can turn them off. But really, it's about the emotional connection. There's a lot of emphasis on that, guys. A lot. And that's where some of you might be going through some of the death of the ego with the Hermit, Page of Swords, looking at yourself and taking accountability, taking your own inventory, your own surveillance of your actions. Are you doing things and not following through? All of that we've already talked about. 24 minutes already. Okay, Temperance, which is healing and balance and harmony. Okay, you've got Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's see what the birds say. You know, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I have never seen that spread before stand out the way it did, ever. I've never seen that combination. It's the soul that's at the level of that. You know, the moon, okay, which is ruled by Cancer, or Cancer is ruled by the moon. Very emotional Cancerians. But also, like, it's the soul, right? Like, where was I going with that? Oh, the impact of the planets. I'm not an astrologist, far from it, but I'm getting there. The moon it's the impact it has on our lives, right? On an emotional state, let's say, in this case. But like, that's the thing. You can't, it's the impact that has on a connection. It's like when we have retrogrades and Mars and all these things, Mercury, the impact it has is so deep. It can impact you in a very deep way without being physically bought or physically present. It's energy. And when you're with somebody, how are you impacted? How are they emotionally making you feel? Do you speak from truth? Do you feel like you can share everything? This is what the moon, the planets, they do these things in our life that change our whole reality. And we don't even really, most people aren't in touch with astrology. They have no idea. They're just walking around the world and being like, it's really weird. There's so much conflict in the air. Yeah, it's because there's Mars or whatever. So this is this thing with you. Relationships are not based on the tangibles that everybody has access to. What we don't have access to is the spirit, the soul inside. We have access, but you know what I'm saying? That's not just given away and shared so easy. You have to open that with each other, cultivate this. I kind of line those up yeah, just interesting. Okay, bird message for Taurus. What's going on with Taurus? The magpie. Happy partnership. See, I knew there was a lot of emphasis coming out of there. Reflect, which is the moon. Reflect on what is. It is time to work together towards the great vision. And that's what I was saying. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, these work really well hand in hand. The Two of Cups, working hand in hand. What is the Nine of Pentacles? Why is this here? Because somebody is staying in their independence. Somebody's saying, I don't need you. I'm good on my own. I've got all my money. I got all my stuff. I can do better on my own. And maybe you can. Not saying you can't. Let's see what the magpie, where am I going here? Magpie, happy partnership. This card brings happiness in partnerships to your life. Will you accept it? Even in the face of shiny seductions, return to the right way. Look closely. You have both said yes, but to what? The black and white of magpie reveal it. The perfect balance in love. It's time to pause and reflect together. Time to position yourselves afresh and bring stability to this place so that each of you, jointly or on your own, in gratitude, peace, and love, can build a field in the plan for a new era. Live your dreams. See, even if it's on your own. My black and white plumage symbolizes the polar forces that must be overcome. It also represents happiness and loyalty in partnerships. Like the yin-yang symbol, I bring light into the darkness. I have always been an ambassador for the news of all kinds. If my plumage shines white, I bring glad tidings. If black is the dominant color, I warn. And that's what I was kind of saying there with it brings light into the darkness. That's what the moon does. It reveals everything. It brings light in a different way that the sun does. That's that spirit. When you meet somebody, what do they bring out through you, or what do you bring out through them when you're together? More meanings, yin and yang, temptations of life, time for new ways and changes, and further development. your affirmation, I am grateful, happy, and completely content in the here and now. And that's the key. Whether you're single or with somebody, is to be completely content within yourself. Because if you're pulling it on somebody else to make you happy or complete or fulfilled, and that's what this Nine of Pentacles is also saying. Why was this here, I asked? Because you don't need anybody to feel complete or whole. You already are. But you have to believe that in yourself, Taurus. Your perspective, that may need to change. Again, I was picking that up with maybe self-doubt, not believing in what you're capable of creating, doing, manifesting, making happen, making changes. All right, long reading, but I really enjoyed that for you guys. I hope it resonates. I hope it helps. Thank you, Taurus, for all of your support. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you soon. Take care.